Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. Today we're going to be talking about all the empties that I have this last couple months. I have 2 empties that I'm not going to show you until next month because it involves an update. So yeah, I think we all know what they may be. It's exciting. But let's go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and start with, let's start with sunscreen. So I actually finished up 2 sunscreens these last few months. One is the Trader Joe's spray sunscreen, SPF 50. It was great. This was a leftover from a production that we had where we bought a bunch of people, sunscreen, and we had a full extra bottle left, so I took it and it was great. I don't actually know how much these are, like how much they cost, because my friend who bought it at the time, she was working at Trader Joe's, so she got a discount, so that's why we got it there, so it was cheaper no matter what. But great sunscreen, never got burned with it. I would look into repurchasing it depending on how expensive it is. Next is the Supergoop Mineral Matte Sunscreen. I like this a lot. It has a little bit of a tint, so it adds a little bit of coverage, which is great, especially for days that I'm not wearing any type of foundation or anything like that. I like it a lot. And it's SPF 40. Use it on my face. I only use it on my face because it's so expensive. But yeah, I like this a lot while I was wearing under foundation. I have one of their clear little sample bits that I have and that I'm currently using, and then I also bought a different brand because it was on sale at Sephora, and it's okay. It's just a little bit more oily, and so I like matte stuff because I tend to get more oily throughout the day already, so I don't need that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into repurchasing this again during a VIB sale and stock up on it for the year. Okay, next is the Burt's Bees Beeswax Lip Balm with vitamin E and peppermint. I just keep this by my bed. I always have a lip treatment at night, but sometimes in between, I don't know, the treatment and taking off my makeup or whatever, I put this on, and it's taken me a long time to use it. I have another one because I bought it in a pack of 3 or 5 or something, and I have one more that I'm trying to get through, and it's all right. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it per se, but it does its job for my in-between of lip treatment and makeup and all of that. It does a fair job. And I'm pretty sure it was cheaper, on the cheaper side. So yeah, wouldn't necessarily not recommend it, wouldn't not repurchase it, but I'm not super enthused with it. Okay, next we have 2 of the same thing. I go through this so much. I love this. It's the First Aid Beauty Coconut Water Cream, and I repurchase these all the time. This is my favorite daytime moisturizer because it just sinks into the skin so quickly and easily, so it allows for easy application of makeup over top, and it feels light, and for someone it has a lot of moisture, and for someone who has oily skin, I love it so much. So clearly I would repurchase. I'm going to repurchase it. I have another one that, again, it was certain items were on sale from Sephora, and so I repurchased the Hyam niacinamide moisturizer, and I had used that before and I like it, but not as much as I like this. The Hyam one doesn't quite sink in as quickly. I feel this one is just it's just my skin drinks it up. It's like a drink of water. Anyways, yeah, so I'm definitely gonna repurchase these, multiple of these from the VIP sale whenever that comes around in November. I always am okay, stock up for the year, stock up for the 6 months till the next one. But yeah, that's whenever I go crazy and get all my skincare needs. And then I have this Bobbi Brown eye cream, and it is the Vitamin Enrich Eye Base. I've repurchased this before, and I like it, and I liked it before, but I feel now I have a different eye cream that I'm using, and I like that one better. It's a Perfume one. So I'm wondering if, well, I mean, I used to have this and I repurchased it with using eye creams in between. I think it's better than some eye creams that I was using in between, but now that I have this other eye cream, I'm that's even better. So I don't know if it's a formula change, or I mean, I'm getting older, and so I may need, more moisture for the eye or whatever. I'm not really sure, but I wouldn't not repurchase it per se, but I think that there's better out there. So I think I'm gonna continue to explore for my eye needs currently. I really think I just need a lot of like moisture and stuff that's like really gonna like protect it, because yeah, I think this was just okay in my opinion this last time around. And then I have this vanilla birthday cake philosophy shower gel, a beautiful scent. Those of you who know and watch my channel regularly, my mom typically gives me all the kinds of shower gels, at least philosophy stuff. She has like a stockpile of them, so I just get them for free, and so I will gladly take them. No harm, no foul. But yeah, I don't necessarily think, like, if I were to spend money, I would spend money on a different one, but I'm down to get them for free. Like, they're not like hurting, you know? So that's what I do. And then I have this, it's a Bath & Body Works True Blue Spa Toe the Line foot scrub. This was really fancy. Like, I don't normally have a foot scrub. I really liked it a lot. I don't think I would ever repurchase it. Again, something that was just like my mom had and handed on to me, and I really liked it. Like I said, no harm, no foul, and it was like a fun little thing. It had like peppermint feels that felt good on the feet. Yeah, it was good. It was fun. I liked it. But again, I don't, like, that's like a very bougie, like I don't need my own like foot scrub. I'll just get, you know, a body scrub or something and use it on my feet if I need that. And then I have this Beekman goat milk hand cream. Didn't like this at all, actually. Again, thanks mom, passed on stuff. I think this was like a Christmas gift. I looked at the ingredients. There's like alcohol. Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 types of alcohol in like the first 5 ingredients. So I think that's why it's not really super, super moisturizing. Yeah, and I know there's certain alcohols that are like okay, but when it comes to moisture, not my fave. So, you know, once again, I'll use it, but not my faves. I would not recommend or repurchase. Okay, and then I have my Batiste dry shampoo. This is in the scent Light and Breezy Fresh. I always use Batiste. It's just the cheapest. I go through it like dry shampoo like every couple months, and it's the cheapest, easiest, works well. It leaves like a little bit of a film. Like you can see it, but I have blonde hair, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm not sure what it would be like if you have darker hair. I know that they have like a tinted one, but yeah, it does the job. It's fine. And yeah, I mean, there's like, you can feel it a little bit whenever it's in your hair, but it's not bad. It's not bad. So I have repurchased this. I think I don't necessarily love the fresh scent though. I like some of their other scents. So like I like their, I think it's a floral scent. I like that one that I try to repurchase mostly. I have the Cinema Secrets Pro Cosmetics makeup brush cleaner. I've repurchased this. I used to have like a soap that I would use. I think it was the Beauty Blender soap that I would use, and like the fact that you have to, this dries so easy, and it really just like fully takes out all the makeup on my brushes. It's like way less labor intensive than like properly like soap and water washing and then like having to dry your brushes. Like this is insane. It's so nice. So I've repurchased this, and I will continue to repurchase this. And yeah, I use it on all my makeup brushes. In fact, I washed them today on a bottle that I repurchased. But again, this is something that I'm like, on the things that I'm like, I know I repurchase, like these, this, they're gonna be like bulk buys in the Sephora VIP sale whenever, VIP sale whenever that comes around. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing that. And then I have this little Euphoria Calvin Klein perfume rollerball that I used up. And okay, so whenever I was a lot younger whenever I bought this, and I loved it because one of my neighbors would always wear it and she smelled amazing on it. But of course, before I even realized like that perfumes wear differently on different body chemistries, yeah, I bought it and I realized, I'm like, hey, this doesn't smell that great on me. At least not like the way it smelled on her. It was like super rich and like warm and amazing. And on me, it was like lackluster. I mean, it still smelled like the Euphoria Calvin Klein, but it was just not as like rich and like gorgeous and everything. But yeah, so I don't think I would repurchase again, but on certain people, it smells amazing. I love the scent of it. I just like, it doesn't wear well on me. Okay, so now we're into makeup side of things. So this one is kind of a declutter. It's the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I have it in 110, and I bought 2 of these at once. I bought 2 with different like colors. I used up one. I used this one up. I think it was like basically to here. I like almost finished it, but I'm not wearing foundation a lot, and when I am wearing foundation, mainly because I'm still wearing masks at work, so when I go to work I don't wear foundation at all, because I don't want things clogging up, unless sometimes I'll put a little on the forehead, but lately it's been hot summer, and so I've been wearing hats all day, so I'm not putting anything, like you see like this part of my face, and I don't put foundation there at all. And then whenever I am wearing foundation, it's because I want to like, I need it to like look very good. Like I'm not like trying, you know, I'm going out for something, and yeah, I just can't like I'm caring about like how I'm looking. And this does not wear well at all. I think it looks good like the first hour, and then it starts to break down or like really just gets very oily, and there's just something about this that I'm just like, no, it's not working at all for me, and I just can't continue. When I have other foundations, I have like 2 different foundations that I'm in love with, and I know I'm in love with. I have a really high coverage one, the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and then I have a Kaja tint, and I love both of them so much, and I'm like, I can't take it spending 1 more minute on this, and like I just can't. So I'm decluttering it. I almost finished it, but I just can't justify having those 2 sit around while this is, I'm just trying to finish it up, and I'm hating every minute of it. And it sucks because I really want to support Fenty Beauty, especially with like when they came out with a big shade range and all these things happened, and it was like groundbreaking and amazing. I think they're doing like amazing things, but if the foundation doesn't work, it doesn't work. So, you know, I'm not opposed to trying other things from Fenty, but this foundation is just not working for me. I have tried their powder, and I think it's okay, like their lavender powder, it's pretty okay. And then I also have tried their foundation, their powder foundation, and that one I like a lot. So there's other ways in which that I can support Fenty. I also bought their primer. I haven't used their primer yet though, so we can support Fenty in other ways. I'm gonna do it. And then I have this Becca under eye brightening corrector, and it was in the shade light to medium. So I think there was like a minute whenever you could repurchase it. I'm not sure if you still can repurchase it from Smashbox. I'm not 100% sure, but you know, I was liking it, but then I would put this on and it would like help a little bit, and then I would put concealer over top of it, and I realize now that I have this out and I'm just using concealer, just concealer works perfectly fine for me. So I don't have like massive problems with my under eyes. I mean, I have like under eye, but I just am not bothered by, you know, dark circles per se. Like if there's a little bit of shadowing, it doesn't matter, it's fine. I can just cover it up with my concealer. So that's what I've been doing. Although I really liked it, I don't need it. So there we go, that's that. Next we have the Urban Decay Lash Freak. It's this little sample. It's the one with the weird brush. It's like this type of brush. Oh, can you see it? There's bristles over here, and then this side was like open, so you could like really goop it up and then comb it out. And yeah, I really liked it. It was a little difficult to use at first because so much came up on the brush, so it was like really goopy and you really had to comb things out. So there was a little learning curve, or at least like when it first came out, there was just so much product. But after a while, like I really enjoyed it. I do think it dried out fairly quickly. But again, I think that these types of like little samples, they tend to dry out quicker. I don't know if it's because there's less product in it, smaller space, different type of packaging, even though it's like, it's the same but different, you know? So I'm not really sure, but yeah, I think that I really liked it. I wouldn't be opposed to retrying it again. Okay, lastly, this is an empty kind of. So if you watched my Pan That palette, you'll know that I went ahead and repressed a shadow from my Pan That palette. It was one shadow left into another palette because I'm using that palette anyways. So this is the empty of the palette from the product that I repressed. There's nothing in here, woohoo, it's the matte quad. So I mean, I have a little bit of shadow left still, so it's not completely empty, but I can definitely speak to the formula of this. It was great. I loved every shade and every shadow, and this is like definitely older as well. So yeah, they still held up even years and years and years, and definitely past their expiration date later. So I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I like MAC shadows. They're so hard to get through. They're so dense, which I mean is great because they're supposed to be for professionals, you know, who use makeup like on multiple faces a day. And yeah, but I am not that professional. I am a person who needs it once a day, maybe. So yeah, definitely hard to get through, but I really enjoyed it. I had the shades Manila Paper, which was like a, I guess like white or vanilla type of shimmer shade. They were all shimmer shades. And then I had Flip, which was like a gold that had a little bit of a pink reflect to it. Aztec Brick was a pure copper. And then Creole Beauty was a shimmery brown. It was a neutral type of brown. It was really beautiful. All of them were beautiful. And with my blue eyes, it definitely helped pop because they're all kind of skewed a little warm. I guess the Creole Beauty skewed a little warm. Yeah, I guess I would say it was skewed a little warm, but it wasn't like overly warm. It wasn't like lots of red in it. It was more neutral warm, maybe. But yeah, I have a whole series on my Pan That palette, and a series that just include this, like Pan That palette, so the little matte quad. So there's a playlist. You can check it out and you can see all the different things. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I'm still working on the Flip. Hopefully it'll be out soon officially, and this is getting to go to Back to MAC, which is amazing. That's the one thing I love about MAC, is that you can bring back packaging and then they'll recycle it, which is amazing, and then they give you like a free lipstick or eyeshadow depending on whatever location that you're bringing it to. So I'm gonna go do that for sure. That's my empties. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you all thought, if you've used these products, how many products the products that, if you have differing opinions or the same opinions, what are they, why are they, you know, what type of skin tone do you have, or skin type do you have, hair type do you have, all of it. Yeah, I hope you'll enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.